lesson 3. It starts from Ela סיפא de Masnissen. And we're discussing two animals, two cows in a Rishus Harabim. One is walking and one's laying down. And the first din of Reish Lakish was if the one that's walking kicked the one that's laying down. The Hebrew word for that is ba'ata, which I'll write over here. Let's make it a little darker. Ba'ata means to kick. Either the one that's walking kicked the revutza. We'll make an arrow this way. And we said the din over there was pater. Or the opposite was if the revutza, the one that was laying down, kicked the one that was walking, then what we said is chayev. So the first thing the Gemara tried to do was bring a proof to Reish Lakish that if the revutza kicks the malachas chayev. We brought a proof of that from our Mishnah, which was Haya Bal Rishon, if the right there, if the one with the beam was walking in front. Now the Gemara had a problem bringing a proof from there. It wasn't exactly a proof, it seemed to be a question, and we answered the question. Now the Gemara says, Ela סיפא de Masnissen Messiah Reish Lakish. Rather, Ela could be but. In this instance, we'll translate it as rather. Räther, סיפא de Masnissen, the end of the Mishnah, Messiah Leil Reish Lakish is a support for Reish Lakish. That Reish Lamed stands for Reish Lakish. Diktani, as we learned in the Mishnah, let's go up to the Mishnah and we'll learn it from the Mishnah, then we'll see it over here. Okay, the Mishnah says, Haya Bal Chavis Rishon or Bal Kaira Achran. If the one with the barrel was first, and the Bal Kaira, the one with the beam, Kaira is a beam, is behind him. Let's put in our names over here. Bal Chavis, and this is a Bal Kaira. So the owner of the beam is behind, and what happened was Nishbara Chavis B'Kaira. The barrel broke on the beam, which means that the Bal Kaira walked faster and faster and faster and smashed into that. So he's going to be chayiv. However, Im Amad Bal Kaira, Im Amad Bal Chavis, if the owner of the beam, owner of the barrel, he stopped short, then the one with the beam is going to be pater. Im Amad Bal Kaira Amoid, if the one with the barrel stops short, but he says to the owner of the beam, stand, because I stopped. So then he's going to be chayiv, because he should have stopped and he didn't. Let's go back to what this is going to be a proof for Reish Lakish's case. Diktani, we learned in the Mishnah, Haya Bal Chavis Rishon. If the owner of the barrel is in front, the Bal Kaira Achron, the owner of the beam, is behind him. Nishbara Chavis B'Kaira, if the barrel breaks on the beam. Chayev, then the owner of the beam is chayev because he walked too fast. Vim Amad Bal Chavis, if the Bal Chavis stood, then pater. Then the owner of the beam is going to be pater because it's the Bal Chavis's fault for stopping short. And now we say v'hahacha, but in this case, we are he stopped short. This is similar to kamalechas beravutza dami. It's similar to the one that's walking is kicking the one that's laying down. Dami means similar. We had that before. Ukatani pater, and we learned that you pater. So that seems to be perfect cases. Let's match them up. We said that if the maleches kicks the revutza, let's get the titles in there. So if the maleches here kicks the revutza, he kicks him with his foot, right? And one of these feet, I don't know which one. I assume it has to be split, right? So he kicks him. So we said that he's pater because it's kind of his fault for laying on the floor. Well, we learned before Kalamashana Bacha Bashinaba is pater. But whatever the case is, he stopped and he kicks him and he's pater. And in the Mishnah as well, let's go up here. If he stops short and the Bal Kaira walks into him and cracks the barrel, he's going to be pater. So it's exactly the same case. If I can shrink this, then we can maybe see them both together. I'll have to do it one more time. It's going to be short. Small. Okay, so here we go. We have the Baal Chavis is similar to the Revutza, who's stopping short or laying on the floor, and the Baal Korah is similar to the Mahaleches. Now, if the Mahaleches kicks the Revutza, he's pater. He shouldn't have been laying on the floor. It's his fault. And if the Baal Korah walks into the Baal Chavis because the Baal Chavis stopped short, it's the Baal Chavis' fault and he's pater. So both of these cases will be pater, and they exactly matches up. Okay, let's zoom in. Let's do it one more time. Okay, so the Gemara now says it's not a perfect proof because Masnis in our Mishnah, Dechi Orche Kamaske. The owner of the beam is walking normally. Orche means normal. Don't confuse Orche with the word that we had before of Orcha right over there. Orcha means a road. It has an aleph at the end. Orche over here means normal. And maske is the same word that we had before. Means to walk. Kamaske, that the owner of the beam is walking normally, and therefore he should be pater. However, hacha here by the case of the cow, amarle, he can say to him, which means the one that's laying down, not the cow, but the owner of that cow will say, Nehi means although, the islecha rishus, you have permission. Liskuye yolai, to walk on me because I shouldn't have been laying down, but lebu'ute bi, to kick me, lest the charashusa, you do not have permission. Less means not. L'cha, to you, permission. You don't have permission to kick me. So really, in the case of Reish Lakish, it's very possible that really the din here should be chayiv, because he's doing more than just the normal case of walking into him, which was the case over here where he just walked into him. And over here was pater because all he did was just I was doing what I was supposed to. I was just walking normally. However, in this case, he did much more than walk normally. He actually kicked him. He did an extra action, and that could be chayiv. So we don't have a proof for Reish Lakish. Okay, this is the end of this lesson, lesson 3.